Our planet is a tapestry of life, woven from countless threads, each one a living thing, from the tiniest insect to the largest whale. Every organism, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, plays a part in the grand design of nature. From the depths of the oceans to the highest mountain peaks, life flourishes in a delicate balance, each species relying on others for survival. These threads connect to form ecosystems where plants, animals, and the environment work together. In these vibrant communities, energy flows and nutrients cycle, creating a network of relationships that sustains all life. The health of one part affects the whole, making every connection vital. Every creature, no matter its size, has a role to play in this natural orchestra. Insects pollinate flowers, birds spread seeds, and large mammals shape the land. Each action, no matter how small, contributes to the harmony of the ecosystem. It's easy to overlook the importance of one species, but nature is like a house of cards. Remove the wrong one, and the whole structure can collapse. The loss of a single species can set off a chain reaction, disrupting food webs and altering habitats in ways we might not expect. In nature, these crucial species are called keystone species. They hold ecosystems together, often in ways that aren't obvious until they're gone. Their presence or absence can trigger dramatic changes, rippling through the entire ecosystem. The effects can be immediate or unfold over generations, but the impact is always profound. Imagine a forest, a river, or a grassy plain. Each is a world humming with activity, perfected over millions of years. These landscapes are shaped by the interactions of countless species, each adapting and evolving together. When a key part disappears, the balance breaks, and the community can unravel with surprising speed. The loss is often visible not just in the absence of one species, but in the decline of many others that depended on it. This isn't just theory, it's a story that's played out across the world. From rainforests to coral reefs, the removal of a single species has led to dramatic changes in entire ecosystems. We've seen how removing a single predator can devastate forests, allowing prey populations to explode and vegetation to vanish, and how its return can revive entire landscapes. The reintroduction of a keystone species can restore balance, bringing back lost plants and animals, and healing the land. These stories remind us, to care for our planet, we must care for all its inhabitants. Our actions, big or small, can help protect the fragile connections that sustain life. Each one holds a vital piece of the puzzle. By protecting even the smallest creatures, we help preserve the balance of nature for generations to come. The web of life is intricate, and every thread matters. When we honor and protect this web, we ensure a thriving, vibrant planet for all. Let's travel to Yellowstone National Park, a place of breathtaking beauty and wild, untamed landscapes. Here, geysers erupt with ancient power, forests stretch for miles, and vast valleys cradle rivers that have shaped the land for millennia. But for decades, something vital was missing from this wild expanse: the haunting howl of the gray wolf, a sound that once echoed through these woods. By the 1920s, relentless hunting and government policies had driven wolves out of Yellowstone, erasing them from the landscape. People believed that removing wolves would benefit the park, more elk and deer for hunters and tourists to see. But they didn't realize the wolf's crucial role in the ecosystem. Without wolves to keep them in check, elk populations exploded, especially along riverbanks, where food was abundant and predators were gone. Elk grazed young willow, aspen, and cottonwood trees relentlessly, stripping the riverbanks of new growth year after year. Saplings never had a chance to grow into mature trees. Forests of aspen and willow shrank, leaving the landscape barer and less diverse. The vibrant valleys, once lush and teeming with life, turned into overgrazed grasslands, stripped of their former richness. The elk thrived in the short term, but the land itself began to suffer, its balance thrown off by the missing predator. Bare riverbanks, no longer anchored by tree roots, couldn't hold soil. Spring rains washed it away, eroding banks and widening rivers, changing the very shape of the park. The water grew murky, filled with silt, and the landscape itself began to shift in ways no one had foreseen. The absence of wolves set off a domino effect. First the elk, then the forests, and soon, much more of Yellowstone's delicate web of life was unraveling. Yellowstone was changing, silently and profoundly, its natural rhythms disrupted in ways that would take years to fully understand. The loss of one predator had consequences far beyond what anyone expected, touching every corner of the ecosystem. The stage was set for a dramatic return, one that would transform Yellowstone in ways no one could have imagined. After 70 years of silence, Yellowstone's top predator returned to its ancestral home, changing the fate of the park forever. In 1995, after decades of absence, scientists reintroduced 14 gray wolves to the park, carefully selected from Canada to restore balance to the ecosystem. Their haunting howls echoed through the valleys once more, a sound not heard for generations. And with them, hope and wildness returned to Yellowstone. Wolves began to hunt elk, not wiping them out, but culling the weak and sick, keeping the herd healthy and strong, just as nature intended. But the real impact was behavioral. The wolves reintroduced the ecology of fear, a force that would ripple through the landscape. Elk could no longer graze freely along riverbanks. These lush areas became dangerous territory, forcing them to move on. Elk moved to higher ground, always alert, always moving, their senses sharpened by the ever-present threat of wolves. Their days of leisurely browsing were over. Now, every meal was a risk, every moment a test of survival. This dramatic shift in elk behavior unlocked a transformation in Yellowstone, allowing plants and trees to recover along the rivers. It wasn't just about wolves eating elk, it was about fear itself, reshaping the entire ecosystem, changing how every animal lived. The elk were still there, but they acted like wild animals again, wary and quick, restoring the wild balance that had been lost. This was the first step in a chain reaction that would revive the park, setting off changes that no one could have fully predicted. Yellowstone was about to come back to life, more vibrant and wild than anyone had seen in decades. With elk avoiding the valleys, a quiet miracle began. Willow and aspen saplings finally had a chance to grow. Within years, bare ground became thickets of young trees. Aspen groves flourished for the first time in decades. The wolves, by changing elk behavior, became unintentional gardeners. Trees returned, stabilizing soil, providing food and shelter for countless species. The shade cooled rivers, vital for fish. This is a trophic cascade, a top predator's influence rippling down to plants. The landscape was being painted anew, all because of the wolves. The new forest sparked a cascade of life. Beavers, needing willow for dams, returned and multiplied. Their dams created ponds and wetlands, attracting otters, muskrats, ducks, and amphibians. Fish populations grew in the cool, deep water. Wolves led to trees, trees led to beavers, and beavers created new habitats. Songbirds returned to the revitalized forests. Bears feasted on berries and scavenged wolf kills. Even coyotes were affected. Wolves reduced their numbers, allowing small mammals to rebound. More mice and rabbits meant more food for hawks, weasels, and foxes. The return of one species set off a chain reaction. The food web became richer and more resilient. Yellowstone's animal kingdom was transformed, all from the return of the wolf. The most astonishing change was to the rivers. Before wolves, riverbanks eroded, no trees, no roots to hold soil. Heavy rains washed soil into rivers, making them wide and cloudy. As willows and aspens returned, their roots stabilized the banks. Rivers narrowed, deepened, and ran clearer. More pools and riffles formed, perfect for fish and insects. Wolves, by changing elk behavior, reshaped the park's geography. Beavers amplified this effect. Their dams slowed water, raised the water table, and filtered the flow. Wetlands flourished, and the landscape became healthier and more stable. The combined work of wolves and beavers revitalized Yellowstone's waterways. Nature's engineers had restored the park's lifeblood. Yellowstone's transformation reached deep into the soil. Before wolves, elk herds compacted the ground and stripped it of nutrients. With elk dispersed and forests regrowing, fallen leaves enriched the soil. Decomposers released nutrients, making the earth darker and more fertile. Healthier soil absorbed more water and supported diverse plants. Wolf kills added nutrient hotspots, boosting productivity. The soil's revival was slow but vital. Healthy earth supports all life above it. The wolves' impact was written in the very ground beneath their paws. The return of wolves is a conservation triumph, but nature is complex. Elk numbers dropped, and wolves sometimes preyed on livestock, creating conflict with ranchers. Fewer coyotes helped small animals, but changed the balance for others. Beavers' dams sometimes flooded trails or drowned trees. Not every effect was positive for every species. Ecosystems aren't machines, they're dynamic, ever-changing systems. Yellowstone's story is a lesson in humility and the power of keystone species. Yellowstone's wolves teach us that ecosystems are intricate webs, not just collections of species. Remove a key thread, and the web unravels in unexpected ways. Wolves didn't just hunt elk, they grew forests, created habitats, and changed rivers. This lesson applies everywhere. Every species has a role, from otters to earthworms. When we lose a species, we lose its unique contribution. Today, human activity is pulling threads from the web faster than ever. Yellowstone warns us of the consequences, but also inspires hope. Thoughtful action can help nature heal. Protecting all life, big and small, preserves the health and wonder of our only home. Every creature matters. In their survival lies our own.